meditation or time for ourselves are even more important now than ever. For some reason, our minds, I think because of the high frequency energy of the earth that I spoke about, but also because of so many things have happened to us in the last few years, that there's a lot of energetic ripple effects going on and a lot of changes. And what I would love for everybody to understand is that you could actually govern that a little bit better. And yes, we could meditate an hour each day, but most of us don't have time for that. So today I'd like to just basically do a deeper meditation where you can go into each part of your body and really feel the light come in, because that's basically the resonance of who we are. And that's what I really would like to do, because that's something that kept coming to me to help me during this process as well. And then it kept coming up for my clients. And then I thought, okay, this is something that is needed on a bigger scale. So what we are doing today, I'd like for you to practice that even during the day when you're sitting behind your desk at work, or when you're going to the grocery store, or when you're in your car, so that you breathe in that deeper light basically into the areas that we're going to work with, and to be a little bit more connected with your body as well. Because, you know, I always say to people, your body is an incredible intelligent one, and it will bring up what you really need in the moment. So whether you're anxious, or whether you're a bit absent-minded, or whether you feel unbalanced, um, often the body is just talking to you. And what I'd love for us today to do is to realize that we can actually really deeply connect and ask what we need. So, for example, acupuncture, kinesiology, massage, you know, those are all tools to communicate and connect with our organs, with our meridians, with other parts of our bodies. But the more you are in your body, the more conscious you are in the moment. And even though it's lovely to sit for an hour and be silent, which is also very beneficial, even if it's 10 minutes or 5 minutes, there's kind of like two ways of meditation. I love the silence as well, and just be and sit with a certain issue or pain, or might even be an emotion. That's very valuable, because often giving it attention will already help it dissolve. But then another thing is that if you actively draw and breathe light into it, and really connect yourself with, I want to say, the light being that you are, connecting with the earth, connecting with the universe, and really bringing that energy in, often you feel energized afterwards. You feel it's flowing and it's moving to basically other parts of your body where it can be released. So um, we are now in a world where there's phones, computers, social pressure, social media, outer distractions constantly. So we need to learn that these outer distractions are good to a certain extent, and then we need to draw ourselves back. So even during the day, even just really learning to bring that light in each cell is going to really truly help you stay more energized. Now, I will start with what many of you know, with the cross symbol, and I call it the Earth Universe alignment, because that's, I've trained for many years with different shamans, and that's the one kind of exercise that they both, in, well, three of them, kind of kept doing as well to keep their energies governed. And then I combined a little bit of my own stuff in there as well. So it's very simple, but it always brings you straight back in the body. Just also understanding that you are the creator of what's going on with your body. So if you, with your mind, connect with your body, every cell has a little consciousness and a little brain. So when we connect with that part, and I know that many of you know this, but I just wanted to reaffirm that for today, because I kind of, when I started to prepare this meditation for today, I kind of saw that you are the director, and your cells are kind of an orchestra. It's like, and we are playing the symphony in our bodies. And what is meant to happen is that we create a symphony that works, where all the organs and cells and, basically your inner being is connected with every part. So in Chinese medicine, they want your liver to communicate with your bowels and with your spleen, because they are all kind of governing the digestion and the toxins release. And so it's important that even if you give it attention, even if you would just, if you feel that, for example, you're tired, and you would ask your body, where does it come from? Then, and it would bring you to your heart, just ask, and then blast it with light and energy. And it sounds really simple when I say it, and what I've really felt in the last few months is that it actually really can make a huge difference. And the next day it's something completely different, but if you make it a dance between you and the body, it is actually fun, and you will release that anxiety that you have, and you will actually often get a message why it's there. you know when you're sensitive, it could even be picking up from other people or from situations around you, but by aligning immediately, you can just leave that behind. It will actually then go back to where it belongs to. So I could talk for hours about this subject, but let's just dive in and start. So make yourself really comfortable, and make sure that you're in a position where you can just be yourself, whether you're laying, some people like to lay down, some people like to sit up. So whatever works for you, whatever is comfortable for you. And what I'd love for you to do is to take a deep breath in and just let it all go. And for many people are in Europe, so it's still morning. And in Australia, we can already let the day go a little bit. But in the morning, just make yourself just calm and centered. Just take that deep breath. And for some people, they don't want to close their eyes. They prefer to keep them open. That's fine as well, whatever works for you. So what I always start with is to start with um, a bar from your tailbone to the top part of your head. I call that the cross symbol. And I'll explain to you in a minute what it is if you haven't done it. If you have done it, you immediately know, feel, and see and experience what material and what energy and what color it has. So you open up this bar from the tailbone, from your first chakra, all up to the top part of your head, and you kind of run that energy along. Even though it's the front and back of your body, I would love for you to put it in the back of your body, to really emphasize your spinal column. And we're going to work with the bones today as well, and explain to you a little bit later why. But what I'd love for you to do is to really anchor and feel that spinal column, feel the energy running. And only in doing that, what you're doing is you're aligning your body, you're aligning your chakras, and you're connecting yourself with the earth and the universe. Now, at the same time, you open up a bar over your shoulders. So in the front and the back of your body, but again, emphasize the back. Now, in opening these two channels, what you're doing is you're opening the channel from the earth to the universe, literally connecting. We will do that more extensively in a second. And then the bar over your shoulders is the one that connects you with your highest level of unconditional love, because it's your heart chakra, but it also connects you with humanity. And that's what you're doing. You're connecting yourself with humanity. So going back to that cross symbol, I'd like for you to feel, see, and experience if it feels really nice and comfy, if it's literally got your back. What does it feel like? What does it look like? So for some people, it might be rose quartz or crystal or wood or gold. Make it really strong and beautiful and nurturing at the same time. And if you don't see something yet, doesn't matter. Just the first thing that comes to mind, just really feel it strongly in that back part, because what we are doing with this exercise is you're pulling yourself to the back of your body, where you are more into a witness position, where you can observe more. And that's where you want to be, especially when there's a lot of emotions and a lot of kind of disbalance going on in you or around you, then immediately when you think of that cross symbol, it will bring you back in your body. Now dig it into the earth. Really dig it as deep and as far as you can into the earth. And feel how comfortable that is. Some people go straight to the core of the earth, and some people go just a couple of meters. Just feel where it brings you. Whatever you can feel, see, or experience is perfect. So feel it going to the earth and kind of root it in like a tree. Really root it deeply into the earth. And then drink in all the vitamins, the minerals, the warmth of Mother Earth. Immediately, it's almost like you have a little straw and you drink in the energy. And this is already what we're doing today, is one of the sources where you can get energized from really easily. So you drink it into your spinal column and you feel your spinal column fill up with this beautiful bright energy into your cross symbol, almost like you light up your cross symbol. Feel it fill up. And once it's filling up, what you do is you extend it into the rest of your body. Feel it flow in your lungs, feel it flow into your brain, relaxing your brain, into your tummy, into your hips, into your knees, into your calves, your ankles, your arms. Feel your whole body fill up with this very potent, beautiful, nurturing energy of Mother Earth. And maybe a message comes up, just the first thing that comes up. It might say something like rejuvenation or love, or just the first word. Whatever comes up is perfect. You can't go wrong here. If nothing comes up, also good. You just make one up. So when you've got this one deeply in your body, you take in this message in your heart, and then you extend the cross symbol into the universe as far and as high as feels good to you. Again, some people go a couple of meters, some people go straight up. Now, kind of lock it in there. You will feel a moment above your head where you go, yep, this is where I am. And if you don't, again, doesn't matter. Just now visualize that buckets of energy, of love, of light are pouring down into your head, releasing any thoughts, any stress, pouring down through your throat, through your shoulders, through your lungs, your tummy, your hips, and feel whatever doesn't serve you, whether it was tiredness or stress or self-doubt or fears. Just already tell your body, let it go. So this exercise by itself is already very healing and empowering, because you're not only letting go, you're also filling yourself up already. You feel buckets of strong light and energy come into your body and literally embodying every cell of your body. Now, having done this opening up, what we're now doing is you bring them together into your heart chakra and you accumulate the energy. So it's getting more, it's getting warmer. And the moment it's getting warmer and more, it starts to explode open like a sun. You don't have to do a thing for it. It will do it for you. Forwards, backwards, upwards, downwards. You feel this sun expanding. It's like a yippee feeling. You just let it extend you, bigger than you, because this is what your soul remembers. You're not only the body, you're energy. And this is what your energy wants to feel like: free, abundant. Now, some people like to extend it out hugely into the universe, or bigger than the house, bigger than your town. You can go a little bit crazy there, but just feel how big do you want it to go out. Normally I would say try to get it out at least as far as your arms can stretch out. So just like a big sun. And then kind of seal it with transparent layer, like you create kind of a bubble. And in this bubble, only the highest level of unconditional love and light can pour in. And you feel that you're kind of bathing in it. So really bathe in it. Already, this is in a way light embodiment, because you're drinking it in like you're having a bath. And already you're cleansing, you're rejuvenating. And whatever doesn't serve you will be easily pushed out of that bubble. Now, if you would do this every night before you fall to sleep, you will be clean, energized, aligned. Or even if you are, for example, at a shopping mall and you feel a little bit overwhelmed, then even thinking of this will instantly make you feel better. It's a very powerful exercise. Now, having felt this, I'd like for you to, we're going to try a few different energies. So I'd like for you to feel what feels really safe to bring in, because even though we can visualize whatever we want and we are creators, I like to always call in an energy that helps us as well, so you can surrender even a bit more. So for some of you, you have worked with me with a dragon meditation, Tibetan dragon meditation. So if a dragon calls to you, speaks to you, you can work with a dragon. You can also work with an angel if that works, easier for you, or more approachable. But you can also just work with a color, just with a color or a blob of energy, whatever works for you, or call it the universe. But bring in an energy that makes you feel really safe and energized and happy. So whenever you think of it, can even be an animal, but just a visual of something that comes and help you. And I'd like for you to feel that energy opening up. So it could be that you open it up within your body. But for example, if an animal came to you and that feels a bit strange, then keep it next to you. See where it wants to be. But I'd like to open up that color. So if it's a dragon, which color does it have? Is it an angel? What color? If it is a color, what shape does it have? So open up this energy and know that this energy that is coming in right now loves you unconditionally. This is an energy that is here to support you, because we all have this energy available for us. And we just forget to ask, or we forget to tap in. So I'd like for you to really embrace this energy. Feel it in your arms, feel it in your cross symbol, feel it in this beautiful skull, your face, your jaw. Feel it embody you, your tummy, your legs. And if it is an angel or a dragon, you might have two big wings opening up. Now really fall into this being or into this energy. And the first message that comes up for you, just especially for you right now today, what does it tell you? And if it doesn't give you anything perfect, that's fine. Whatever comes up is perfect. So now, having introduced this beautiful energy, I'm going to let you ask yourself, and it might be that this energy helps you. It might be that it's just your body telling you. But I would like for you to feel your body, and where in your body is, I want to say, your hotspot. So let's say you said, I would like to feel less anxiety. And normally that would be your tummy, or, your chest. For everybody, that's different. I want you to just see which area of your body shows up for that. Or it might even be that your big toe shows up now. So when I ask you which part of your body shows up for you today, I want you to completely go there with your attention. And we're going to use different levels. So the first level is go there, and what does it look like? What does it feel like there? So go to that part of your body and feel, what does it look like and feel like? Now, it might be that it's a little bit small or a little bit dark, or it has a different shape. So I want you to go to it and just start wrapping it around with white light, pure white, bright light. So it could be that maybe your angel or your dragon is helping you with this, or it could be just you if you find that, distracting. I want you to wrap this part in your body, and you can ask, you know, is there anything that you need? Is there anything that needs to be released? You can literally talk with it. Sometimes nothing comes. So I'll be quiet for a minute or so. I want you to really just breathe in the light. And how do you do that? Is I kind of want you to focus on light from everywhere, almost like we are in this universal light place. And I want you to draw in all that light into this one part of your body. Just draw it in, draw it in, draw it in, draw it in, like flush it, bombard it with light, and then breathe out and relax. Whatever needs to let go of, we'll let go of. So do it again with the breath. Breathe it in, breathe it in, breathe it in, and then breathe it out. Now you might feel, some people are very visual. They see maybe a little bit of a cloud go out, or they feel, hey, I'm getting more energy here. Whatever happens, it's perfect. So keep breathing it in there. And even though you feel it maybe already quite strong, like I was in the lower part of my body and I'm feeling it quite strong. So I'm breathing it in and out. I want you to tenfold it. And what I mean by that is make it 10 times more powerful. And in doing that, it's almost like you have a remote control and you amp it up to 10 and then feel that you're drawing even more in there. Light, light, light. And then basically, I always say, whatever doesn't serve my body, my highest divine good, I'm letting it go now. So I breathe it in and out. And breathe it in and out. Now, this means that the body is already starting to flow. Now, if there is a message for you here, if there's something that wants your attention, or you might already, after a few breaths, think, oh, there's another spot I want to go to with my attention, follow that instinct. But if you're still communicating and connecting, see what comes up. So, for example, if I go to my belly and I'm breathing this in, I feel that it's releasing a little bit of tense energy there. And by breathing it in, it's starting to release and get more energy, and I'm starting to feel my legs more. So just investigate, feel, experience. Because we are all, I always say to people, we can all do psychic surgery. We can all go into our bodies and kind of look whatever is going on there. But we just don't believe that we can, and then we don't. So keep looking in that spot. And if you're onto the next one, again, start breathing in. And it might be that your dragon or your angel or your subconscious shows you something different. It might show you, instead of breathing in that light, it might show you a swirling or a release. And you might feel emotions releasing. You might be sad or anxious. That's perfectly okay. It means that something is really happening. So keep doing what you're doing. You can't go wrong here. You're doing perfect. Keep breathing in, keep moving. So now you have been breathing into this part. See what this part needs to be replenished. So, for example, if you were releasing and relaxing your head, you might implement it with focus. So breathe in that word. So if you were releasing anxiety, breathe in maybe calm or peace, or trust is a great one too. So see what word comes up for you to breathe in deeply. But I want you to really draw in that powerful energy. And the more you breathe it in, the deeper it goes. Beautiful. Now, maybe you're still communicating and maybe you're still breathing in a certain point. Don't let me distract you. If you're on a roll here, just keep doing what you're doing. But I would like for you all to experience what it's like to really, on a cellular level, go into your bones, into your skeleton. Why? Because the bones is where your vitality lives, where your immune system lives, where your strength lives, and what literally keeps you structured in life. So whenever you're ready, but again, take your own pace. I'd love for you to now feel that an enormous bright white light is filling up your bones. So it could be you're within your dragon or your angel, and they are doing this for you, or you can just feel this bright white light coming from above, and it starts to go into your skull, into your jawbone, deeply into your neck vertebrae, into your shoulder blades, your clavicles, your chest, your ribs. Feel those ribs fill up with bright white light, your shoulders, your arms, even the little bones, the joints, your fingers, your hands. Feel it go deeply into your spinal column, like really feel it go to the bone marrow. Deep, bright, white light. And with each breath, drink it into your bones, every part of it. Into your hips, into your upper legs, into your knees, into your shins and feet, even the little toes and all the little bones there. And if you have visualized wings, you might even breathe it into the bones of your wings. Just go where your fantasy goes. Go deeply into those bones. So in that light, and feel that your bones are getting strength, are getting light. It's almost like you see yourself at a completely enlightened skeleton. And breathe it in. Feel the strength. And there might be a certain part in your bones that needs attention. For me, that would be my mid back and my hips. So really focus on breathing in that white light. And again, make it tenfold, make it 100-fold, just to exaggerate the exercise if that feels comfortable. You don't have to amp it up if you already feel a lot. But know that what you're doing now is literally giving you a healing that you will feel in the next days and weeks, because it will start to release what doesn't serve you any longer. So blast those bones with that light in every core, every cell, because every cell's listening to you. So what is it that you would like to blast in your bones? So for me, I'd like to, for example, put in strength. There might be people that want to just blast it with love or power or trust or abundance. And your skeleton is your fundamental layer of your body. So what do you want to breathe in there? You might even bring in another color for this word. Just really breathe it in deeply. Especially in your spinal column. Now, in doing this, you have to be in your body. And when you are in your body, that's where the magic happens. So keep breathing. And if you get a bit distracted, doesn't matter. Just get yourself back into that body part. Breathe in and out. And feel how your body is holding all these other body parts, all those organs. And all those organs are connected to one another like a family. Now, in the following meditations and YouTubes, I might focus on just one organ or one part of your body or one topic that we're working on in that moment. Today, I want you to pick yours, to just follow whatever I guide you to, and then see where does it bring you. So one more last draw in the bones, just one more last one. Bring it in there, and then follow up with an organ. So it could be your lungs, your heart, your tummy, your intestines. It could be your head. It could be even your bladder or your kidneys. And if you have no idea where those organs are, it doesn't matter. Just wherever the energy goes in your body is perfect. So draw it into there deeply. And feel that organ immediately start to fill up, light up, draw in that bright white light. And breathe out what doesn't serve this organ. And feel that the organ starts immediately to light up, start to release, but at the same time be energized. Whatever doesn't serve your body, let it go. and put a big smile in this organ. I work a lot with smiles. The bigger the smile, the more of a receiving energy your body is. Drink it in. You might ask this organ, what do you need? For example, if it's your liver, it might need some lemon water, or it might need a color. If it's your heart, it might say, I need some more exercise, or your muscles even. Just check out, because your body will be responsive and talk to you. And whilst these organs and your bones and your body starts to light up more, flow more, connect more with each other within your body frame, I'd love for you to drink that organ, wherever you're working, drink that in one more time, this big blast of light. You thank this organ because your body is like a child. It listens to you. Thank your organs, thank your bones, thank your heart. And the moment you put a smile in there, the moment you think it, it responds. It's happier. Now, what is the one pattern for you that might be a pattern that reoccurs? So for me, for example, that would be health. So if I have a health issue, immediately I go back to the past where I had health issues for a long time. And immediately it starts to create more issues. And I really need to be conscious and listen to my body, what it's trying to tell me. Otherwise, I will recreate more. Now, what is your pattern? It could be relational, it could be guilt, it could be anger, it could be anxiety. What is the recurrent one that you have had in your life in the last weeks or months that kept coming back? I want you to feel where in your body does this pattern live? Does it appear? Where in your body right now does it draw your attention? I want you to just embrace it for a moment, just acknowledge it. Completely be with it. Like you're holding it, cradling it like a child. Be one with it. And then ask your guidance and the energy around you, what can you do to help this pattern to be resolved? What can you do? It might be blasting it with bright white light. It might just giving it attention and sitting with it. It might be a physical tip that they give you. Just listen, be with it, listen, and I'll be quiet for at least 2 or 3 minutes. I want you to really embrace it, feel it. And if you already have had an answer, you don't know what to do, then ask for a message. Just see whatever comes through. So, what is it that you can do best with this topic? What is the message that are coming through? Breathe it, become it, embody it, listen to it. And if it's something that you feel like sharing, an epiphany that you might not want to forget, you can put it in the chat box. You don't have to. Sometimes it's nice to do that. Just feel, see, and experience. And now you have connected with this pattern, and maybe it might even be something that you've dealt with for a long time, if it could talk, if it has a voice, if it had a voice for you, what it needs, or why it's reoccurring, what answer do you get? Why are you reoccurring? What can I do to help you go or release? See, the first thing that comes to mind. Okay. So if you're still completely in the midst of a healing on this topic, just stay with that. But because we are working with the frequencies, and I'd like for you to have this week, this next week, to have that energy, to feel that you have aligned yourself in a way where you feel a little bit more balanced. I'd like for you to feel the difference between words and breathe those in as light so that you have a quick fix. If you ever are standing somewhere and you're out of sorts, or you feel your energy drain, or you have anxiety, what you can do is just think of a word. So let's call a very common word, which in fact we all are, and that's love. I'd love for you to just think of the word love, and maybe a color comes up. I want you to breathe in the color love. Breathe it in deeply into every core of your being, in your heart, in your lungs, into your head, into your hips, into your legs, into your arms. And maybe love is a color for you. What color does love show you today? Just breathe it in. Feel that love just rushing through your body. Your body loves it. Just love, 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 love everywhere. Your brains, your arms, your lungs, your legs, your tummy. Just bathe it in love. Drink it in deeply, because love itself is light as well. And see which part of your body craves the love the most. Just breathe it in there. See, where is it going? Maybe it's the same part that you worked with before. Maybe it's a completely different part. Just breathe it in there. Now, if it's hard to receive, don't forget to put a big smile in there, or a flower opening, and then it will be easier. Beautiful. Now pick a different word. So, for example, trust. But if you don't like trust, you can pick courage. Either trust or courage. Play with those two. See what color comes up and see how the energy feels. It might be a different word for you coming up. Trust, whatever word comes to you, is what you need right now. Just breathe it in. Breathe it in. So, for example, if your wish was compassion, you might breathe in compassion. If your wish was self-care, breathe it in. Or acceptance, focus, health. Breathe it in every core of your being. That one wish that you had for today, breathe it in now in every cell. Just breathe, breathe, breathe deeply into your body. And then outwards. And then inwards. And then outwards. I like this word that I've got going on for me, but if there's another word for you, play with it. Just have 3 different words and 3 different colors with it, just for you to feel which is the one that your body needs most, just to feel that difference. For me, it was love, it was energy, and it was health. Just breathe it in. Feel those 3 colors. Breathe it in, the last one. And each has a different color for me, and I feel completely different. And often the one that you can receive the most is what your body just lets in the most. It's often the easiest to receive, whilst the one that is the hardest to receive is often the one you need the most. So breathe that in. Now, if you had one wish, let's say that I'll do this again maybe in 3-4 weeks. If you, in this time in between, I will do short YouTubes if I have time, but if you had one wish for those weeks for you, or maybe someone you really love, just the first one that comes up, just put it out there as if it is already happening. I want you to feel it, see it, experience it, make it as real as you can, smell it, breathe it, become it. Really embody it, feel it in the body, because when you can feel this manifestation in the body thinks it's already there. So be grateful for it, celebrate it. Whatever it is that you're celebrating, every cell's dancing with you. And how are the people around you responding to your celebration, to how you feel? Now you can sit like this and keep breathing in that light and keep breathing in the manifestation, whilst I will talk a little bit about what's been happening as well energetically. I think as how I see it, it's almost like our frequency, because of the frequencies that are changing in the earth. And I think that as souls, we chose to be here in this time to evolve. And I truly believe that that's what's happening, kind of an energetic awakening within ourselves. So, what sometimes happens is that when we raise that frequency, we start to hurt or to ache or to have these symptoms. It doesn't have to even mean something sometimes. But what I'd like for you to do, what really helped me tremendously, is that I would often respond to those symptoms in an old way. For example, most easy for me would be health. And I would then start to go and look outside. What can I do to fix this? To be quickly, basically, gone with it. But when I would really look at that and say, that's the old cat. But now I'm stepping into the new cat, because we're all stepping into a new paradigm where all our DNA is changing as well. And what worked for you in the past will not work for you now necessarily. So we need to find new ways to deal with whatever that's coming our way. So wherever you think, hey, I'm going into the anxiety again, or hey, I'm going into over achieving, for example, or I am going into um, Netflixing outside of myself to numb myself. Okay, this is what the old you would do. What is the new you doing? And every time you have something like that, kind of make 180-degree turn and even visualize yourself stepping, turning from the left to the right, and immediately make a decision in that moment. So if you could change something as the new you today, what would it be? That you have felt maybe manifested already where you want to be. I want you to step into that power and step into the new you from today, because that's where we're moving to, our best version of ourselves. And I read that a lot with a lot of spiritual teachers outside. Yes, step into the best version of myself. And I would always think, what is that? What does that mean? A best version of myself. But if you keep it very simple, it is, how would you like to be, and then create it, manifest it? What is it that you would prefer to, not only who to be or how to respond in that moment? And I'd love for you all to practice that in the next weeks, to step into that new version and just breathing in that light whenever you have a discomfort, whether it's anxiety, whether it's stress, whether it is a physical pain, and you will see that it will start to move. So, one more time, breathe in from beyond, like even meters beyond, maybe even from the universe, drawing one more time that light. Just blast yourself full, just breathe it in, like fully into your heart and into your body and into every cell. Just breathe in Whatever doesn't sort of serve you, just breathe it outwards again, like this big sun. You can even breathe it in deeply into this physical pain that you might have had, and then breathe it into the earth. I like to mix it up a bit. And then go deeply to the core of the highest energy level of the earth, and then breathe it into whatever part of your body, and then shoot it up in the universe. And then hook it in there, and then breathe that one more time in, like this big whammy from all directions, every direction. Breathe it in. Feel the energy. And then you put a big smile in your heart and you receive this. And if there's one more message from your soul guides, from your higher self, whatever you believe in the universe, just the one message, let it be given to you now. Beautiful. And whenever you're ready, you thank your guidance and you thank all the energy that has come in, every cell in your body, the connection with your body. And I'd love to hear, you know, in the next weeks, whether you email me or in the underneath the chat of the YouTube channels that I will start doing. I'd love for you to see what is changing in you when you take a little bit more time to connect with yourself. So open up your eyes whenever you're ready. Move your fingers and your toes.